So Aaron, just stay trotting. Keep trotting and come down to E, and let's do the stretchy chewy. Do another circle. Do a stretchy chewy at E. And we have some discussion on this. The horse needs to go forward and downward, maintaining the contact. Now, Aaron, that looked like a submarine, okay? That was what we would call a gravity stretch. She let go of the reins, and because his head weighs more than anything in his body, it went falling down, okay? It was not really on an aid, and you could see the reins getting loose. Pick him up and try it once more. So for me, that's a problem. That's not what we're looking for. Go back the other way. Go back through the short, and you can try it once more. So it's forward, downward, maintaining contact. If the horse goes a little behind the vertical, I don't care. I sort of almost feel that the horse has to do a little behind the vertical to let his back go. And there are some people who say, oh, that's impossible. Well, that's fine, they can argue all day long, but I do think the horse has to. And see, it's not happening. The reins are looping, he's diving. So for me, that's not quite as bad as if he put his head straight up, but I wouldn't give it more than a 5. Okay? Okay, so Aaron, that's your homework, is that stretch circle. Angie, you want to do the same thing, and after the lengthening, do the stretch? So if Aaron came to me afterwards and said, am I ready to go to second level, I would say no. Okay, you need to work a little bit more. It's a good turn on to center line. Second half of the circle is better than the first half. Tempo was a little hurried at the beginning. 7. There's enough good things. The trot stayed the same, the angle varied a little bit. So you can see the horse get on the forehand and get wide behind in the lengthening. So still a 6, but with a comment for me that this is going to create big problems in medium trot. So she goes out a little bit more than she goes down. Oh, she says, oh, you want that? Okay. So the last quarter was actually the best part. But if she did that in the show, I'd still give a 6. And just say goes out, needs to go more downwards. The widening in the trot. Sometimes it's a strength issue, sometimes it's a balance, usually it's a balance / strength issue. Sometimes with stallions it's a learned behavior. You know, I have to be careful as a judge that I don't say that's because of this. Because, you know, I don't really know. I see the horse for 6 minutes. So I just have to put down my reflections. I have to say, that horse was wide behind, and so I'm not giving more than a 6, and then I have to hope that she has a trainer that will read the test and, you know, take care of it. Okay, so I think as judges we have to be a little bit careful what we say sometimes. Because if I said something like, needs to go more forward for better balance, that would probably only make it worse, you know, so we have to be careful. Do you want to do a little work with them?
Yep,
okay.
Just a few minutes. Maybe we can address the circle with...
And we'll let you guys go take a potty break, we promise.
Yeah, but I'm first in line. Okay, so when we do the circle and you ask him to stretch, you know, I have a pretty simple rule for anything that I do when I give. When I give an inch, my horse should follow an inch. Yeah? You gave an inch and he took a foot. Yeah? So again, I would practice this a few times on the circle and simply interrupt it when he takes advantage of that situation. You know that he loves to be a tiny bit downhill anyway. Yeah? And that doesn't mean that he can't collect later on, and I still think he has a good hind leg, he has 3 good gaits. Yeah? Even if he's not the most uphill horse, he still can do later on easily some upper level work. Yeah? But make sure that, like I said before, that he doesn't take advantage of this. Yeah? Good. Go back to the trot, and then when he dives, when you give him the rein on the circle, again, give a little half halt. Yeah, tap him with the whip if it's to a point where you feel that he really exaggerates there. But finish your idea. You pushed him, go canter. Finish your idea. Come, canter a moment and send him forward. Finish the idea, especially after the little walk break. You know, he thinks he was done. Yeah, so they're very important for him to react after you give him a walk break. Use mainly your outside leg and send him once forward on the long side. On the long side forward, and don't ignore your corners too much. Yeah, let's go. Come, use the long sides. That's it. Come on, a little bit more. Good. Don't ignore the corners. Once again, down the long side. No matter what we do, always respectful to the leg gate. Let's go again. Come on. Use the long sides to go for the lengthenings. You got to practice it so much that he comes out of the corner and he almost offers the lengthening. Yeah? Let's go. Come. A little more than that. Better. Good. Never compromise there. Yeah? Okay. And back to the trot. Good. Use the energy from the trot. Only let him go deeper when you ask him to. Now the circle, and let him stretch gently down. Yeah? Pick him up again quick. You were a little too late with the correction. When I don't even have a problem with you gently lifting him up with your hands, but make sure you support it from behind. Yeah? And you can easily use a little tap with the whip there. Yeah? Behind the saddle, really reach his quarters, ideally his croup. Yeah? That's it. It's an evasion. Could you tell? Yeah? When he does it this quickly, it is simply an evasion, and we don't want him to be a submarine. Yeah? Don't throw the reins away. Maintain a connection. Yeah? Remember, we're looking for consistency in the stretch. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Even if he doesn't do here and there not quite as much, but I would look for that's still to loosen the rein. There you go. And now wake him up. Wake him up. Come on, raise your standards. Expect more when you put your leg on. There you go. Don't compromise there. Good. And now give gently the rein and make this a gradual transition. No, still a little bit too quick. Still evasive. Yeah? Send him forward, and now do it once between E and B. Uphill. Start first with a real uphill tendency, and then let him stretch. Don't let the reins loose. Yeah? Rather do a little bit less. Yeah? Remember, right now we're just training. We're not in the show arena. You know what I mean? Yeah? So train this by just letting him go down just a touch. So, and now uphill again, and then you practice this transition, going a moment a little deeper, right away back to an uphill trot. Even if you just let him stretch for a few steps on the circle, that's still too much. That's still evasive. Yeah? Just a few steps. Get him nicely uphill, forward, in front of the leg. Wake him up on the diagonal. Wake him up. And this is much better than you did before. Okay, you had a little rhythm fault there, but this was much better before in posting now in posting trot than before in sitting trot. Yeah? Remember, you can also reinforce the 2-beat a little bit better with the posting trot. Yeah? Especially with the young horse that has some rhythm problems. The 2-beat, the rising trot can be very helpful. It's still too much. Let him stretch a little bit less. Yeah? If he goes an inch now, it's too much. If he goes an inch down, it's good enough. And then right away uphill again. What you're working on is not necessarily just a physical issue. It's really teaching him in his mind what he needs to do. Let him figure out what you want. Up. Just a few steps, yeah? And you practice it over and over again. Get him a little deeper and pick him up again. Good. But don't forget to wake him up, huh? Keep him aware of your legs. Come and go. That's it. Never forget, nope, it's too much. It's still evasive, yeah? Good, there you go. Just a tiny bit lower, that's enough. Now pick him up again. Very good. Good, okay. And in the transition to the walk, be careful again that he doesn't dive. Good, keep him sensitive in walk. Come on, make him sensitive. Come on, he needs to respond to the leg. That's not enough. Come on, make him trot, come. There you go, finish your idea. Yeah? You have the right idea, but follow through with it 100%, no matter what you do. Yeah? If you need to get him 100% in front of the leg, don't be happy with 60%. When he doesn't carry himself and you give a half hold, don't be happy with 80%. Ask 100% and give 100%. You know what I mean? Yeah. When you give a half hold, don't just do it 50% and then give 20%. Make him finish your idea. Whatever we do with our horse. Right now, that's to me not quite that acceptable, that you have to move the leg and that the leg supports him all the time to move forward. Wake him up. Not enough. Trot, 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 trot. That's it. Come, wake him up. Make your point. Little. Take your legs back. That's fine. Good. Yeah, we like the idea when our horses are relaxed, but he's sometimes a little too relaxed, huh? That's it. And walk him. Now keep him sensitive. While you're resting, he can respect your leg 100%, okay? And if he doesn't, that's better. If he doesn't go, just waking him up and walk is not going to be enough, yeah? Perfect. And there's no doubt that the walk is right there a little bit too hurried for the show arena, yeah? But you're making your point, yeah? He's got to be in front of you all the time, yeah? Good. How about one more lengthening and trot, and then we call it a day with him, yeah? Now, when you feel that he's losing his rhythm, yeah? Actually, walk one more second, sorry. When does a horse actually lose the rhythm? When he loses his balance, yeah? So when you feel it's starting on the diagonal already a little bit downhill, most likely he's going to have some irregularity problems there, yeah? I'm sorry, rhythm problems. Is that correct? It's not irregular. Rhythm. Okay. Yeah? So you need to decide when he's on the short side, when he's nicely uphill, good correction. I don't mind this at all. I rather see this reaction than no reaction. Yeah? Go down the long side, nicely uphill. That's already better. Good job. Make sure his haunches don't fall in. Yeah? Good. He needs to be nice and straight. Yeah? Make sure he's not moving against the left leg. Make sure he's not diving. And then I would ask for the lengthening. Straightness. Yeah? Make sure the haunches don't come to the left. Good. And now the diagonal with the lengthening. Careful. You're accepting a little bit much contact. Fix this on the circle. Nicely uphill. That's it. So. And you can benefit from a little bit more rising trot. Yeah? At this point, you have to think forward. The engagement, that will come later on a little bit more. Yeah? But now, energy forward. Better. Uphill. Good. Okay. And straight down the long side. At E, let him stretch 1 inch down for like 3 to 4 steps. If he takes advantage of this situation, immediately uphill and give him a little tap with the whip. Yeah? Gently. Better. And up again. Only a few steps. Yeah?